Hello, everyone. It is Monday, so today is Mommy Vlog. As previously discussed, I will bring you something every Monday. Um, I promise you all a tutorial today for the um, character ornament to do with your children. Bear with me, I'm a little tired. We just got back in town yesterday from visiting my mom and sister in Michigan. So I'm a little tired, but let's get this tutorial started. This is an example of the ornaments that I have done so far. This is one from Monsters Inc. This is a wrestling figure, Army Man, and Olaf. And I have done several characters. All of them have come from Dollar Tree. All of the products as well that I use have come from Dollar Tree, except our hot glue gun. But I have been told that you can find them at some Dollar Trees. So let's get started and tell what we need. First, we are going to need a do-it-yourself ornament. This was found, everything except the figure was found on the Christmas owl. This was either on the top or bottom shelf. But you will need one of these. You will need a toy. This again came from Dollar Tree. However, I have made some with small figures that my children had just upstairs that they haven't been playing with lately. You will need a paintbrush, some ribbon, green or red is what I have been using, but they do have a lot of different colors. You will need a bowl. You will need some snowflakes. And you will need snowballs. Today we are going to use the small snowballs just because we're using a small figure. On some of the bigger ones, I have used the big snowballs. You will also need some mini bowls, some glue, a spoon, and some scissors. So let's get started. The first thing you are going to work with is your globe and your minifigure. I like to put a little extra glue on the figures just to make them stay. For example, Minnie Mouse, the bottom of her shoe is tilted. And so I like to make sure that they stay so that you don't have to worry about them falling apart later. And after I put so much extra glue, of course you don't want that to be shown. I like to put a little of the snowballs on it while she dries. So you're going to take your hot glue gun. Put some glue on the feet. And stick it right in the middle of the ornament. If you are using the toys from Dollar Tree, some of them do have like a hard bottom on them. That's kind of like a stand. So what I did was I took those off. When you take those off, some of them you will have to put extra glue to hold it in place. With Minnie Mouse, you don't have to do that, but you want to put the snowballs on there to hold it as soon as you put the glue on there, just so it'll stay. And you will let that sit for a little bit so that it may dry. And please try to take off any little extra glue pieces just because you want it to look nice and neat. and you will let it sit and dry for a little while. But while it is sitting and drying, you can take your ribbon and you can measure it to the ring around. This is not going to be completely dry while we're doing this tutorial, but that's okay. So after that, I then took some more snowballs and I pulled them in the dome. Just enough to cover the little hole. It depends on how much you want in there. That's about what I like in there. Just because many should be seen. And so she's drying or almost fully dry. So we're gonna pour a little bit of the snowballs out, and it'll go right back into the dome. And you would just slide it on there, upside down, twist it. So now you have to, I'm sorry, I unplugged my hot glue gun. Just because I didn't want it to get too hot. I'm working with my smaller one, so it gets a little too hot at times. But what you are going to do is you're going to glue this around the bottom. So while my hot glue gun is warming back up, I'm going to go ahead and open this because this is going to go on your top. And it's very simple. It's extremely simple. And that's why I say it's something that you can do with your children. So I normally start at the back just because I don't want this piece to show. And you just start at the back and you just put a little glue at a time. And you're going to put it over that whole part. So all of this is going to be covered. So it's the gray and it's a little bit right up under that gray. So you won't be able to see any of the gray at all. And make sure you take your time putting this around, just because it can become crooked if you're rushing. Speaking from experience, by the way. So that is that. And of course that will dry, but you don't need it to dry to go to your next step. This is what you need the bowl for. You will put it in the bowl. You will take your glue. And it depends on how much snowflakes you like. I like a lot of the snowflakes, but you don't want to put too much glue only because then it gets messy. And remember, wherever you put your glue, that's where your snowflakes will stay. So I like to spread it around. I like to put a little bit around the edges. It depends on the figure. If I have a real small figure, I may go down lower, but not for Minnie Mouse. And then once you have your glue where you want it to be, you are going to take your snowflakes, sprinkle it around. I like to go heavy on the snowflakes just because I want them to stay well. And then honestly, I just let it sit there and dry. I just let it sit there and dry. Normally for at least an hour. And then after about an hour, I take it and I dump all of the snowflakes that didn't stick. I dump them back into the bowl and then back into the bag. So I have made, I don't know, probably 30 of these ornaments just off of this one bag. And when I get done, I just pour it back in here. And once you are done, I can't do it now because it is wet. But once it dries very good, you are going to take this bowl. This bowl, this is the front, and this is the back. These separate, and all you're going to do is take it, and you're going to put it through that hole there, and you're going to twist it. That's it. You want to have the bowl facing the front of Mickey Mouse. Once you are done, this is your finished product. Just like that. If you would like to, you can glue the bow. I have also had people request that their child's name be put on the front. You may do this with, you can even do it with t-shirt paint. Walmart, I know, has some that you can just squirt and just write lettering on the front. So you may put your child's name on there, or Merry Christmas 2020, or just put the year or whatever you want to put. But this will be your finished product. It's very quick, very simple and easy, and it's something that your children will enjoy. My children will be putting them on their Christmas tree this year. We try to add an ornament every year, so they will be putting them on their Christmas tree, and I think that your children will enjoy them as well. And everything except the glue, I think they can do themselves, depending on their age. But I think that they will enjoy it. I hope that you all have enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I try my best to comment back on anything that someone may comment on. If you have any questions, any comments, they are appreciated. And I hope you get around to making this with your children. Have a great night and see you again next Monday. Bye-bye.